Conflict happens all the time as a leader. And how you manage these conflicts will define you. So imagine that you see your child hit another child, or you watch your spouse miss a deadline. You might hear your teammate blame another department for some error that you're talking about. Are you, as the leader, showing up in empathy or showing up in apathy? There's a distinction there. Conflict surprises us. It can come out of nowhere, it seems. Someone is yelling at you, someone is cutting you off, someone is IMing you a little too aggressively, and you're met with surprise, among other things. And we don't always choose the right decision when we are surprised. I mean, a surprise means that there's been some stimulus that hits our central nervous system, our brain, differently. It's not normal course of business. So that, as I understand it, is an immediate hit to your amygdala. That's your fight or flight. And so you have a little bit of fear that you need to work through. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You still need to work through it, though. It does take your energy unless you ignore it, unless you move it to the side. So it's important to understand that is going to happen when conflict enters the chat. And sometimes we come into conflict with a decision. This person was wrong. This is the right way. And everyone do as I say. Really matter of fact, we see that as good leadership, good, strong leadership, directing people where to go. I am the decision maker. We're revolting against this. Other times you might remain quiet. I don't want to disrupt harmony. I want to be the cool boss. I want to let them figure this out and I'll go do something else, right? It's a little bit of, can I just get more done? Trusting my team. Am I really reflecting on, do I trust them, or am I trying to get something out of this? Quiet doesn't always mean good. Quiet is strategic. Then there's another way that we could show up, and it could be consciously and present for scaffolding, present for helping. So you could say, you enter and say, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't help sooner. I'm here now. Let's figure this out. Confident, clear, assertive. You don't have an agenda. You don't have an agenda because you don't have one. There's no strategy here. Can't give you a strategy when you're at this level. This is foundational work. I saw the movie Pressure just last week, and there was this great line by Eisenhower where they're making a decision about when to invade in Normandy for D-Day. And they have all these metrics and variables that they're looking at, but it doesn't matter because there's always gaps in knowledge where you have to bring experience. And Eisenhower says, we need people helping us make the decision who have real battlefield experience, right? So that's what this is. This is the level that you're going to, that I'm going to, that I've been working so hard at. This isn't about how much you can study and feed your brain, or how many PhDs you have or master's degrees that you have. You need to have a lot of declarative knowledge. But then you also need to be led by being in the moment, in that conflict, and seeing how hard it is and what you learn from there. Sorry, I just went off track. I'm working on it. So when you come in and you say, let's figure this out, you're just coming in ready to build connection, because that's your job. You're just a connection builder. as leaders, if our job is to extract as much value, extract as much wealth out of what we oversee or what we're responsible for, then we should be focused on building connection. That's it. Because nothing, in my opinion, can come unless there is connection. You can't build in disconnection. You can build something stronger through the connection of the disconnection, but you can't build like this. You just can't. You need connection always. You do, and I use always very infrequently. So you do need to think about building that connection, which means you're coming in as the reliable, safe voice. Your number one job is keeping the people around you on the right path. You know the right path because you envisioned it, because you are the holder of the vision, whether it's the vision for yourself, it's the vision for your relationship, it's the vision for a business, for a community, for a team. You are keeping everybody safe on the path. They can bump into walls all they want. They can go the wrong way. Let them figure it out themselves. You're guiding them to their solution, and they're going to bump in between your walls. That's where your boundaries come in. And so you are reliable and safe. And the more reliable and safe you are, the more success that you will see in the people and the teams that you are leading, and including yourself. How much success you have with leading yourself. Right? So the discovery is theirs. We're just the sturdy lighthouses. All right. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is so I was talking about conflict. So important. There's a different way. There's a choice that you can make in every single moment. And let's remember this on the heels of our Independence Day, 250 years old. That's our country. Happy birthday, America. That's awesome. I mean, that was a revolution. That's what started our country, a revolution, radical change, fundamental change. And that is what we are talking about in this world, right? I want to change the world. I want to make a bigger impact. I want to take control of my life. I want to show myself what I can do. Yeah, we want revolution. We want to transform what once was ordinary into extraordinary. That is the life pursuit that I am after. And let's think about our forefathers, because revolution starts in ordinary moments, in the moments that you decide to say, no, I'm not going to react that way. It starts in the moments where you say, okay, I'm going to stay curious. This is hard. It's the moments you choose what you want to choose. You want to choose on behalf of the person that you are trying to become more like. You've already been that person. You already are that person. You simply want to have more moments as that person. That's the journey. Thanks for being here. I love you guys.